Hi everybody, Smart the Flicking Feathers again today, and I'm tying the 3F frog for you. Pretty cool little bass fly made of foam. As always, the material list will be in the description below, along with a link to social media and also my Patreon page. If anybody would like to help support the channel, help me cover some of the costs of it, that would be really appreciated. So, put my hook in the vise. This is a size 2 8089. Just got to run on some 6/0 Danville's and olive. Up to you what colour you use really. Just got to coat the shank. I'm going to leave myself 2 or 3 mil there at the front. I'm going to tie a double weed guard for 2 reasons really. One, obviously to protect against weed, but the other is to widen the shank and give the foam a better purchase. So just tie them. This is just £20 hard nylon. Just tie them either side of the shank, and then try and keep the nylon on the side of the shank. Don't let it come under or roll on top. And you can adjust it. Just give it a squeeze, make sure everything's sitting nice. And then same thing, just come round halfway around the bend or so. Then I like to give it a couple of layers of thread. Watch that hook point, they're wickedly sharp. And then I'll just take my thread to the front, park it there. Then I'll come in with a wee bit of super glue. Don't need to go nuts, but it helps add a wee bit of toughness. I mean, these flies do not last long. They work well, but they don't last long. So as that's drying, we'll get my next material. It's a 1/4 inch foam cylinder. Colour doesn't matter. Just got to give that a wipe, take away any wet super glue. Then right at the front of the, I'll leave myself enough room, right at the front of this nylon, I'll take my thread and I'll split this in half, right down the middle. It's worth taking a moment just to get this right. I'll take 2 or 3 wraps, then I'll twist it 180 degrees, and then take another 2 or 3 wraps, and you can let it go and it'll sit there nice and even. Check that from above. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to start working my way back. Right, so I'll tie in first set of legs. And this is just four strands of medium round rubber. Just lining them up. I've tied a knot, tied a simple overhand knot in the 4 strands. And I'm just lining up the knots to make sure the legs are the same length. Right, I'll just cut them while I'm here. Make sure the feet are the same. Then, same again, just twist them. Pin it down. And you can put a wee couple of wraps. That gets them sort of nicely splayed. work my way back. Now when I'm about in line with the hook point, something like that, I'll come in with my next set of legs, line up the knots, catch them in, see which way they want to go. Looks not bad. Again, just put in position, a couple of crisscross wraps, plenty to hold it. Then I'll take my thread, just clip these out the way now. Take my thread to the back, and then I'll take it just sort of to the start of the bend. I'll maybe stop it sort of just in front of where the barb was. I'm going to take a piece of foam, up to you how wide you cut it. It's just 2mm foam. Don't use adhesive back stuff, non-adhesive foam. I'm going to measure that up, and I'm just going to mark it with my scissor where the hook eye will come through, and then from about a quarter to a third of the way down from the hole, we'll cut a point. Right, so you've got a sort of tapered section like that, and there is a hole there for the hook eye to pass through. You can just see that there, my scissor tip. Time for the dry fit, really. Sort of push that in, make sure you've got enough room. We'll hold that tight, and I'll just take a wrap just to hold it, and then I'll come in and roughly gauge the size, and I'll pinch this foam quite hard against the foam tube here. That gives me my length. I'll come in and I'll just cut that off. Right, back your thread off, and put it back off. Right, so you're now left with this. Fold it in half, right, and you can come in, just follow the original line of the belly section. Trim it up so you've got something like this. Right. Now, if you're going to be tying several of these, I would recommend you take one of these and you make a template, which is what I do. I've got a template for different hook sizes, but I'm showing you how to make the piece of foam as well. So we can fit it back in. Okay. Oops. You need to watch these legs, they can be a bit fiddly. Fit it in, a couple of wraps, it's fine, nothing put tight. And then I'll come in. Now you need to watch your rubber legs here, you don't want to get the super glue in the legs, so just lift that up, and I'll just come under the shank, right? Don't touch the legs, you're only coating the shank, not the hook, not the foam, sorry, and then I'll just press this up, hold it for a second or two, and that's that belly's firmly stuck in place. Now, in order to give myself a wee bit of working time, I'll use some gel Superglue. This takes slightly longer to set up, and I'm only interested in getting the cylinder stuck here, especially in the back here. A wee bit more glue there. You don't need to be shy with the glue. Again, get your legs out of the way. Pull this nice and tight. And then you can even come in with a clip. Hard against the back of the foam. And then you leave that for a couple of minutes, right? Let that set. And you can start the next fly. So once it's set up, it's just a case of positioning the rest of the foam, getting your legs where you want them, and gluing everything down. So now I'm going to coat the foam along the middle. Pull my front legs forward, stick it down, get a good grip of it, and then stick that foam down over the hump of the back legs as well. And now it's starting to get a bit froggier, starting to take shape. Take a wee wrap there just to secure that. Although it's really the glue that's holding everything. Take 2 or 3 wraps, and you get this wee bit at the back. Fold back the rear legs, catch them in, catch them in. Finish that. Trim that away. Then I like to come in with some head cement. Coat that up, but just rub it away. And I'll take that away to dry. And here's one that I started earlier. So it's now sort of up to you what you want to do colour wise, but as you come in with a marker, I mean, I like to let some of that fluorescent yellow shine through. Just looks good if you ask me. But again, it's up to you. You might just use a green leg and just leave it. So ready for the eyes. Now this pattern calls for these goggle eyes, which I just do not like really, but I'm including them because that's what's the sort of original pattern. It's got a healthy dose of super glue on at the end of that foam cylinder. Dropping eyes everywhere. Another one. The reason I don't like these is because they break, and then they get full of water and that, and they look a bit dumb. But if you like that kind of thing, that's up to you. You know, that's fine. You could use any eye. Get them stuck. There you go. And then the last thing, we just need to reattach your thread. And sort out your weed guard. At this stage, don't worry too much about getting it tied and secure or whatever. Just got a couple of wraps of thread. And then you can sort of judge. And I would say a good length is like half. If you've got like half the gap between, so if you've got half the distance between the belly of the frog and the hook point, between the hook point and the weed guard, that's pretty good. So get that tied off, and then what I like to do is I'll put it up just a few millimeters. Trim it off. Take another couple of wraps. And I'll whip finish. Right, so the weed guard's not very secure at this stage. We'll just fix that. Take the fly and I'll hold it vertically. And I'll hold it so that the nylon's kind of nearly vertical. I'll just come in, set the nylon in fire. Actually push that up a wee bit more. Set the nylon in fire. Melt it, let it melt into a couple of balls. And once that's cooled down, you can pull it back down. And then they never slip back. And there you have it. A wee bit of super glue just to seal those thread wraps. And that is the 3F frog. I'm not sure who invented the pattern, but it's a really nice little frog pattern. Well worth a place in your warm water fly box. So, if you enjoyed that, please give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel. Tight lines, guys. Bye.